I see you, champion. Sit, please.
If you walk by, you'll miss out on a good trade.
Sit with me, Outlander. I've got something to tell you.
If you need a merchant, here I am.
I have something to say, champion.
Are you looking to buy?
Champion, I need to tell you something. I spotted a group of Osram salvagers wandering the edge of the desert, near the southwestern border. I'd report it, but I don't think they'll last long. If the machines down there don't get them, the storms will.
Oh, that's kind of you. Sounds like those Osram could use a hand. I'll keep an eye out for them if I'm down there.
Is it me, or did the old ones just look fun?
Oh,
I guess.
yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I thought he'd eaten. Yeah, but I've gotten. I just wish they weren't.
Yeah. I see you've got.
Really? We can play another time.
Oh, and I'll let you know.
Same here.
Someone's been out in the war.
I should head out.
I'll go back to...
All right, let's look at this mess of data.
Welcome back, Aloy. I see you have recovered Poseidon.
Aloy, can you come downstairs? Beta has something you need to hear.
Okay. I'll be right down.
Aloy, I have managed to unlock additional rooms within the facility.
Got it. Hey, Gaia. It's me.
Hello, Aloy. Did you wish to continue our discussion?
Were you able to make you...
Yes, and lakes associated with. As a result, red algae. According to my data, it appears a localized occurrence of red.
Maybe I'll look into it. So, Poseidon spent the last 20 years hiding out in Las Vegas. From the data I found, it seems the city had it in... Is that why Poseidon was...
Most likely, Poseidon sought out a safe harbor there. It could guard again.
Like 3 Oseram showmen?
I suspect that was not the first time.
So, Once you'll regain the capacity,
Yes. And
so you could build an army of machines.
it is in my nature to take any and all necessary human life above. So yes, I could design, given the nature of the far zenith threat. Doing so may be our only option. I must admit, however, that I have no matter how aggressive.
That's good.
Indeed.
Beta believes the Zeniths want to use the Terra start over, so they can build it how they want.
Further supporting.
But why? Given their technology, they could wipe out the tribes, and if they're the same people who left Earth, wouldn't they want the biosphere to be as it was?
It is likely they adjusted to different planetary conditions in their... They may be trying to recreate...
Turning Earth into a new Sirius. So the Zeniths are the same people, physically immortal.
From what we know of Far Zenith, then engineers were offered a place aboard in exchange for their given enough time to...
Like how Minerva eventually generated the deactivation codes for the fair.
Exactly.
The Zeniths. Gerard, Eric, till Beta said they were some of the most powerful. Do you know anything?
Unfortunately, no. My personal database is limited to those who worked on Zero Dawn. Additionally, it appears Far Zenith was quite secretive about their only one, Oswald.
Right. Here's...
What we can conclude is that the Zeniths are ruthless to protect life on Earth.
The extinction signal didn't... It made every subordinate...
I have wondered this. So far as I can tell, hate and the partial sentience imparted to other subordinate functions was...
A signal that precise... How could the Zeniths know?
From the records, it appears Far Zenith had an informant during...
Hank Shaw. He was... But Elizabeth and Travis Tate caught him.
Yes. It is likely Far Zenith acquired knowledge despite his fate.
So from what Beta... I guess we can assume the Zenith's technology...
Yes. They appear to make extensive use of robotic servitor. Further, they seem to be equipped with some kind of protective energy field that shields them from...
They seemed indestructible, but...
Throughout history, every defensive technology, while we lack the anti-shielding weapon, were I to absorb Hephaestus and utilize it to create a large force of combat, no shielding could...
So there's hope.
Always.
So... I guess Beta's here to stay. Told her to talk to you to see... She's...
What were you
I don't know. And...
It is true, she However, it is also worth noting that her confidence in your abilities emboldened her.
I guess so.
Give her time.
So there's a few people here now, almost like what was supposed to...
Yes. There is still much that can be... For instance, Varl has been those who perished during hearing their hopes and fears.
Anything I should be worried about?
I do not believe so. I have elected not to intervene.
When I dove down into it, I found data about the man who built the dome over the city. It turns out he was a member of, but if he loved Vegas so much...
The Zeniths, faced with overwhelming odds of...
Even still, water to the wasteland, an entire... 1,000 years later, the whole just... I guess I should get...
As you say.
Drone's reconnected now.
Excellent choice.
I'm back, Gaia. So I guess this room was meant to keep an eye on...
Yes. to observe what it may be should you find a
I'll keep a lookout. I'll be off.
farewell.
Happy birthday, Isaac. Daddy sure does love his little big man.
She found that recording from the data on your focus. She's been watching it a lot. I think it helps calm her.
You know, I used to watch this a lot too. Whenever I wanted to take my mind off things.
Daddy sure does love his little big...
But there's something you need to tell me?
While you were gone, I came down here to check on her. Then we started talking. Right, Beta? She's been thinking about how to capture Hephaestus, studying the data Gaia gave her. But we started talking about some other stuff. You know, just getting to know each other, right? And then she told me that one of the Zeniths might be different from the others.
Tilda. You saw her at the Hades Proving Lab.
Go on.
On the way to Earth, the Zeniths never showed their faces. My servitor caretaker referred to them as my benefactors, and promised I'd meet them someday, when I had learned enough. And then, one day, a data channel opened in my training interface. In it, Tilda was waiting for me. In a virtual replica of a house on a cliff, overlooking the ocean. It was beautiful. She showed me paintings, books, media files. We met there in secret many times. But a few months later, it stopped.
Can you tell us why, Beta?
I found some data about Tilda a while back. I think she knew Elizabeth Sobek.
Maybe that's why she reached out to you?
What else can you tell us about Tilda? She liked to talk about her paintings. What about herself? Did she ever talk about her life on Earth, how she joined the Zeniths, something like that? She never said much about herself, and she hated it when I asked too many questions. But I think, back on Earth, she She was an expert programmer, given that she built a data channel the other Zeniths couldn't detect. Is there anything else about her that we might be able to use to our advantage? She was the first real person who ever bothered to speak to me. I wasn't really assessing her for strengths and weaknesses. You said that Tilda reached out to you using a data channel? It appeared in my training interface as another assignment. When I opened it, there were a series of intermittent glitches. I realized they formed a transpositional cipher. Instructions on how to open up a new virtual space. When I entered it, my training interface disappeared. Instead of the usual holographic teachers and files, I was in a perfect recreation of her home. And you're sure the other Zeniths never knew about it? To them, it looked like I was still in training. Toiling away. Alone. So this secret virtual space looked like a house with an ocean view? I could see whitecaps and hear waves crashing on rocks below. And there were gulls crying outside. Inside, Tilda had frames that showed off her favorite paintings, changing at intervals to match the light. There was an armchair she liked. She'd sit there and gaze outside while I looked through her things. We spent hours in that house. I never wanted to leave. You said Tilda showed you paintings and let you access media files? Every time we met, she showed me a new painting. I think she was Dutch. All of her favorite pieces were from their golden age in the 1600s. Portraits, allegories, ships at sea. She had so many. Did it interest you? I liked her media portal. It had so much more than my training interface. Clips, shows, holos. My favorite was this one called Second Time Around, about a family whose kid comes back after disappearing during the Hot Zone crisis. Right, but did this portal have anything about the Zeniths themselves? Anything we could use? No. Any information about them was redacted. So Tilda set up a secret virtual space where she could talk to you, a house on a cliff. Then later, she cut you off. But other than the fact that Tilda knew Elizabeth, you don't know why she did those things?
I don't! Okay? I thought of every possible reason that would make her leave, but whatever I did wrong, I don't know what it is! When I finally met the others, she ignored me. Acted like the data channel never existed. None of this even matters. Tilda's the same as the others. It won't help us defeat them.
Okay. Let's leave it at that, then.
What's wrong?
I'm trying, Varl. But she is tough to take. I'm out there in the wilds, risking my life every day, and all she can do is hide in there and tell us how hopeless it all is. I'm sorry, she's had a rough time, but she is really not helping right now.
You always seem to be on top of everything, so I sometimes forget about what you've been through. I mean, it wasn't that long ago you were so banged up you couldn't even walk. About that. When I pulled you out of the water back near the proving lab, you were muttering Rost's name. You never talk about him, but he raised you. Trained you. You must miss him a lot.
Of course I do. But I don't have time to think about that now. I need to get back out there.
Okay. I'll keep working with Beta. Gaia says she knows a lot about Zero Dawn. And maybe she just needs some time to adjust, and then she can help us with Hephaestus.
Sure. But I won't hold my breath.
That's the stuff.
Aloy.
Yeah, everything's...
Well, okay,
How are things going?
Hey, you tell me. Varl's new girl...
What did you do?
I made one joke about how they, how does anyone fight with nothing but
From the looks of it.
Yeah, well...
Just... try not to get hurt. I see someone's been playing Strike.
I'm just trying to get some prep. Helps take my mind off things.
You should try playing Katalo. It's a Tanakh game.
Sure, Tanakh. Sure he won't try and kill me if I win?
Pretty sure. Do I smell ale?
I brought some over from Chain Scrape. With everything that's been going on. Besides, that's what my sister always said.
Maybe another time. You still sifting through?
Yeah, it's interesting. I thought maybe I could, not much like there, but like images put together to tell a story. They were made to look like they were the real thing. The Oseram-like shows. I bet they pay a lot of shards for...
It seems like you're getting ahead.
Yeah, it's been helpful when I could make sense. I did find the old ones enjoyed it. Only they let machines serve the stuff. They even let the damn things cut you off before you saw the underside of a table. And that's half the fun. You won't see me letting a robot serve...
I should get going.
Back to reading.
Hey,
Of course.
how's training?
Discovering something new about when we first met, this world looked like when the old ones. I thought it was, but a lot has changed. Now I'm just trying to make sense of everything I thought versus everything I know.
The change is hard. You feeling okay?
I was just thinking about Beta and all that time. To think someone would make a person just to lock... Elizabeth Sobek sacrificed herself for the world, and yet they have no trouble.
Another reason we have to stop them. It's hard to believe we're dealing with the original Zeniths. The same ones that...
To live on for so long.
Because it's not.
That weapon we found where Beta was hiding. Any chance...
Sylens made sure that wasn't an option.
Why would he build something to hurt Far Zenith, yet allow them to
With Sylens, there's always an angle. We just don't... What do you make of this Tilda?
Well, the way she described it, I can't shake off the feeling that maybe because she's Elizabeth Sobek's... But whatever she wanted, I don't think she got it. If we knew what it was...
I don't know. I don't think Tilda and Elizabeth were on the best of terms.
Oh well. At least we can take some...
Maybe. You brought up Rost. He was all I had. When Hades discovered who I was, and sent the Eclipse after me, he sacrificed himself so I could survive. But that seems like ages ago. So much has happened since. What I'm doing now, I don't think he could even begin to understand it. The Sacred Lands were all he really knew. So I can't let myself dwell on him. Not with everything I have to do.
I understand. Sometimes, when I think about my sister, about what she would have become if she had survived the Proving, it hurts. And I just need to bury it for a while. But only for a while, Aloy. You can't ignore it forever. Memories always come back. The ones that matter, anyway.
I know.
Fair enough.
I should get back out there.
We'll be here.
Aloy.
Hey, how's everything going?
I am well. Varl told me Beta's having a hard time. I wish there was something...
I'm not...
A tree won't bear fruit in a day.
Are you guys training with it?
If you count trying to stick a spear in his gut as training, then yes.
I've been told.
Of course not.
Good.
I was going for a couple... He called the Utaru leaf grazers. Laughed at the idea of us simple farmers being formidable. Before I knew it, he and I were battling it out in the... The man is slow, but he can throw a... Don't look so worried. We're even... Next time he's going down like a load of boar dump.
Just try not to kill each other.
Injuring his pride should be good enough.
Is there anything I can help with?
Hmm? Oh, no.
Are you okay?
You and Varl.
I like to think so.
I was wondering...
Oh.
That bad, huh?
Why do you want to know?
He's spoken of his sister, Vala.
She's the war chief of the Nora. Best warrior the tribe's ever known, but she could...
I see. I feel silly not being able to...
I wouldn't worry about it. He's probably afraid Sona will scare you off someday.
I'd like to see her try.
Found anything else combing through that?
Varl and I have been looking into the... Apparently there used to be thousands more speed. Can you imagine that? I'd give anything to see them. Even as holograms. Though I know that without Artem... At least I can find comfort in knowing Gaia used many as inspiration for... Her memory honors them.
What are you going to learn next?
I'm not sure. I asked Gaia for some data you found on something called... From what I gather, the old ones would store like you've done here, for us. Maybe one day, more people will be able to use...
That sounds... The Zenith did a number on Beta. But she seems to
I still can't believe she told him the Zeniths are immortals. Old ones who cut themselves off from the cycle of... I've never heard of anything to deny our dying bodies to the Earth. It's... just...
I should get going.
Good luck on your...
Welcome back.
Hey, Gaia.
Welcome back.
So I talked to Beta. Didn't learn much.
It seems to me you did. The Zeniths controlled every aspect of her life, even as they shunned her. This Tilda was the first person she ever had contact with. An abrupt severance of such a relationship would be very emotionally damaging.
Yeah, I guess you're right. The Beta said they were some of the most powerful people on Earth. I think Elizabeth knew one of them.
No. Elizabeth often... If she knew this Tilda, what we can conclude from your and Beta's experiences is that the Zeniths are ruthless to protect life on Earth. They must be stopped.
See you later, Gaia.
Until next time.
Where was I? Ah.
I figured it'd start snowing soon.
Rest for a moment, champion, and hear me out.
If you walk by, you'll miss out on a good trade.